Morning, Miss. Good morning, classmates. We are the reporters of Swift Programming Language, prepared by Group 9. Clarice Bautista will be the first to discuss of the history of Swift Programming Language.
Bautista Clarice. History of Swift. A beta version of the programming language was released to registered Apple developers at the conference, but the company did not promise that the final version of Swift would be source code compatible with the test version. Apple planned to make source code converters available if needed for the full release. Swift was founded in the 1970s based on the ambitious and innovative vision of creating a global financial messaging service and a common language for international financial messaging. Swift was set up by and for its users to support international finance and commerce. By the time Swift went live in 1977, 518 institutions from 22 countries were connected to Swift's messaging services. From the very start, Swift has engaged closely with our users and listened to their needs, and our user community remains at the heart of Swift's strategy and activities. From inception, we prioritize confidentiality, efficiency, security, and reliability. And since the very beginning, our operating centers have ensured the highest systems availability, redundancy, and backup capabilities. The success of Swift exceeded all expectations. Less than 12 months after operations began, Swift had processed a total of 10 million messages. In addition, development of Swift started in July 2010 by Chris Lattner with the eventual collaboration of many other programmers at Apple. Swift took language ideas from Objective-C, Rust, Haskell, Ruby, Python, C Sharp, CLU, and far too many others to list. On June 2, 2014, the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference or WWDC application became the first publicly released app written with Swift.
I, Shirley Guansha, the next to report the proponent of Swift. Swift coding is used by Apple Incorporation. Apple uses Swift programming for Mac OS, iOS, watchOS, and tvOS. Swift was created by Chris Lattner, who eventually collaborated with Apple Incorporation. This is Chris Lattner. In addition, why was Swift created? For iOS, macOS, watchOS, tvOS, and Linux. Then, Swift is designed to work with Apple's Cocoa and Cocoa Touch frameworks and the large body of extant Objective-C. Objective-C code with written for Apple products. Next,
Mark Junisa. Syntax of Swift. Like many modern programming language, Swift draw its most basic syntax from the programming language. If you have previous programming experience in other C-expired languages, many aspects of Swift will seem familiar. For example, programs are made up of statements executed sequentially. More than one statement is allowed per editor line when separated by a semicolon. Units of work in Swift are modular, using function and organized into types. Function accept one or more parameters and return value. Single and multi-line comments follow the same syntax as in C++ and Java. Swift data type, names, and usage are similar to that in Java, C, number sign, and C++.
John Rodney Ompoy. Keywords of Swift. The following keywords are reserved in Swift 4. These reserved words may be not used as constants or variables or any other identifier names unless they're skipped with backticks in that context. Keywords used in declarations. Class, protocol, public, extension, subscript, import, init, internal. Keywords used in the statement: break, case, continue, default, do, else, if, for. Keywords used in expressions and types: as, true, false, is, nil, self, true. Keywords used particular, final, gate, inclusive, less, limited, none.
I, Shirley Gonsha again, the next to discuss the sample program for Swift. Under Swift, we had join two strings examples. Example, var greet is equals to no, double quotation hello inside, then var name is equals to double quotation Guansha inside. Two slash using the append open and close parenthesis method, greet that append open and close parenthesis name inside, print greet, output will be hello. Next, var greet equals to hello, var name equals to Guansha, two slash using plus operator, var result equals greet plus name, print result, output will be hello Guansha. The, the two of these will be combined. Next, the online compiler for Swift programming language. This is the online compiler for Swift programming language. Example, comparing two strings. Let string 1 equal to hello world. Next, let string 2 equal to I love Swift. Next, let string 3 equals to hello hello world again. Hello world. Then two slash compare string 1 and string 2. Print string and string 2. If string 1 and string 2 are equal, the output will be true. Otherwise, it will return false. Save, cancel, open, compile. successfully compiled, then run, the answer is false because string 1 and string 2 is not equal. So we use the equals operator to compare two strings. If two strings are equal, the operator returns true, otherwise it returns false.